I need the whole left side. Every seat by the window. I need the whole back of the bus. Everybody, move over. You too. Slide your feet over. Everything by this window. I need this. All these seats. Move over. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. Look. He deserve an EGOT, he hot, color like a peacock. Idiot, slapper, scrapper, mad rapper, D-dot. Bad dopper, clapper, bad rapper. 3 shots, lethal weapons, lethal injections through off your T-top. JFK smiling down through the treetops. Like hold your head, my nigga, wait for the beat drop. Old niggas wagging fingers like it's bebop. Cowboys and girls whistling world like it's teapots. My pen to make your arm heavy G-shot. While your mom trolling steady on the G-pop. Lights up, mics up. We are ready. How are we doing today? Good morning. Good morning to you. Welcome back to the This, That, and the Third Morning Show. Welcome back to the This, Third, and the Morning Show. I am your host, Challz Brown. We are live, gang. We are here. We are ready. It's first things in the morning. First thing in the morning. Let's get the roll call. Let's see who's popping in the chat. Let me see if we got how we sound first and foremost. Let me know how we sound. Pretty Mimi in the building. Good morning to Pretty Mimi. What's going on? I'm just laughing at something I saw on my phone, guys. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just laughing at something. We talked about bringing the dogs down, and wifey was like, I can bring the dogs down for your show. Because I said yesterday I might bring them on. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe at the end I'll bring the girls on. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll see if Coco and Franny make an appearance today. We'll see. I doubt it, but we'll see. Positivity bees. Hold on, we're going to get this right. Positivity bees. Say less. Good morning. It's going to call you P. What's up, P? Clean black sneaks in the morning. Couch potatoes tapping in early in the morning. What's up? Memphis Tiger alumni 14. Good morning. Mary Brown. Good morning. Bing. Good morning. This, that, and the third. We are live, gang. Early Wednesday. What's today? Tuesday? Early Tuesday morning. I put breakfast on your table. Let's go. Bing. Nash. Miss Lachel. I'm going with Lachel. Miss Lachel. Good morning. Guys, it is a lot going on. I can't even listen. It's so much going on. Becky McBath. Yo, we lighting up the chat already. It's getting lit. Litty box, right? Becky McBath. Maya Leah. Good morning. Beautiful Leo. Caroline. Good morning. Bing. Joyce Clay. Oh, yeah, we lighting up early. Good and early. And I had my coffee. Stro in the building. I got a comment. We got a hater on X. Salute. He said nobody's watching this shit. I guess you nobody, you punk. What's good? Miss Lachel in the building. Good morning, Charles in chat. Regal Love. Bethany. Let's see what else going on. OGT Bella in the building. Bethany. Let me see what else looking good over here. Looks good, sounds good, according to Bethany. Rainy Feather said, y'all, good morning. Priscilla Carpicio? Did I say that right? Carpio? Am I saying that right? I think I got it. I like that sentiment. Let's laugh and drink again. Thomas, good morning, Thomas. Morty 3. Give back Nolan Wells. Salute, Morty. Good morning. I understand what you mean. I understand. I get it. What else we got? Miss Hummus, good morning. How you doing, good Miss Hummus? Let me see what else we got going on. Let me see. DJ Maker say y'all mad at Pat. Who mad at Pat? That's weird. That man was with that woman while she was locked up. Y'all, wow. They mad at Pap today because Remy called them out. All right, let's get to that later. Richie in the building, Rise and Grind. Richie, what's good? Let me see. I think we got it. I think we got mostly everybody in the roll call. Tiff, Intrepid Vixen, Daisy, or Dazzy, my bad. Dazzy, salute Dazzy. Let me see what else going on before we get cracking. Crack-a-lacking. One-Eyed Laird, the Done Deals in here. Faith Finesse. Gang, let me just be honest this morning. Let me just be honest, right? Let me just be honest. So it's funny because they know me pretty well over there on Twitter, right? They know me they getting pretty mad, gang. And the funny thing about it, right? I'm gonna tell you the funny thing about it. Do y'all remember last I want to say last year when that viral clip of that OVO group went viral for arguing amongst themselves? It was about I can't remember what it was about. But people started sharing it and posting it. They're the worst ones on Twitter. They have this little chat, I think it's called a Twitter Space, right? So they really got a thing up there bum about me. They really don't like me, gang. I get it. I wouldn't like me either if I was an OVO hoe. But end of the day, right? They got their little thing, and so when I did some research yesterday, because they was posting me yet again, right? I find them hilarious, right? I find them hilarious. They post me anytime I post Drake, they come and post me. They make up AI pictures of me, this, that, and the third, put them on Twitter. Nobody knows these guys. Nobody watches these guys, right? End of the day, so I went just for shits and giggles to go see if they got any traction. So they try to do what I do. They have a YouTube channel, and this shit is terrible, gang. They got this YouTube channel going for 2 years, and these motherfuckers probably barely get 200 views on the whole channel combined. They do videos every day. They trying to pop the shit. What it really is like they don't like me not because of it's partially because of the Drizzy stuff, but it's mostly because I got a little following and they don't. It burns them up, gang. So you see homeboy come in my chat, ain't nobody watching this shit, right? I went there yesterday just for shits and giggles. I go check out their little YouTube channel and shit. And it's sad because they got mad, like it's like whoever does this shit got mad graphic knowledge. They got amazing thumbnails and all this shit. Like they put their heart and soul into this shit, gang. I kid you not, it'd be 90 views and shit. I'd be like, gang, y'all low key, y'all gotta work on this. Y'all gotta get better at this, right? Homeboy put on Twitter yesterday, I hate this ninja. He retweets my shit. I hate this ninja, right? So they start going on a little tangent. And I'm like, I followed him backwards and I looked at his stuff and I looked at the traction these guys get. This is the whole OVO. They're like this whole, their little crew, their little pack clan of whatever you want to call them. Right? I'm not even gonna say the name, Vixen. It make no sense to give him any pub. I was going to retweet it and laugh at him. I said, no, Charles, I'm not giving them no like. They retweet me all day. I'm like, gang, you really just promoting me, gang. So I don't know if you understand how this works. You guys retweeting me all day. Homeboy got me in a Bojangles suit, right? He put a Bojangles shirt. I told him it was funny. End of the day, right? But I'm like, gang, y'all low key, y'all not good at this, are you? You're doing pretty bad. Like I told you for 2 years straight. I said them Project Drake channels, they struggling, gang. They doing really awful, and only like 1 or 2 actually rise to any type of prominence. The rest of the motherfuckers, cat food, gang, trash, and they can't stand it. They can't stand it. I literally just broke 40,000 followers over here. But the good thing is they too dumb to leave Twitter. They don't even know how to come over here, right? They too dumb to get off of Twitter and go do something else and get their numbers up. Their followers, I told you, they're really strong on Twitter. They're not strong nowhere else. So they stay on Twitter. They comment on Twitter. They won't leave Twitter. So that's good, right? It's like pest control. You get to leave them over there in that box. End of the day, it burns them up. But it's almost a jealousy thing. Well, it is a jealousy thing. All day, every day. Oh, I hate this nigga. No. Gang, but listen, the funny part about it is if they put the energy that they put into hating on me and others like me, Big Zo, this, that, and third, they might have something going on, but they don't understand the dynamic of this. You can't just sit there and defend this guy day in, day out and expect their channel to work, We actually talk about other things, gang. I actually talk about other things. They think I sit up here and talk about the boy for hours. No, I barely talk about this guy. I talk about a lot of shit, guys. I don't know if these guys know that, but they don't understand that. So they get in these spaces on Twitter, right, or X, and talk about this guy for hours on end. Real grown people that's not deranged in the head don't want to do that. They don't want to hear that all day. They talk about themselves and him all day, all day. So it's like, that's why your channel don't work, guys. Just a little word of advice from me to you. Y'all niggas suck. You suck at this. Just so you know. Just so you know why I got followers and you don't. Right? It is what it is. Figure it out. Right? Talk about something else. You motherfucker talking about this guy all day, every day. It don't work. It's not good content. Okay, just on that note, it's bad content. You guys content is bad. And I'm gonna leave it at that. You heard homeboy, he's mad, right? Just had to put him on a little timeout. Nobody trying to hear that shit. You bitching and crying because you can't pop. It don't work like that. Go do some work. Talk about something else. What's good? Who else in the building? Flash Burnt, Jerry Berry. Good morning. Priscilla, Chris Latney. I'm gonna go with Latney. Chapo's here. Hot Rod locked in the building. It is what it is. It's a beautiful Tuesday. It's summertime, gang. That's why y'all not seeing that much work from me per se. I'm doing a lot of things. We might end up at the beach today, but I am going to lock back in. I got a whole lot of stuff going on. We just been, we always somewhere doing something, running errands, eating, doing all kind of nonsense. I just went and got I don't know if you guys heard of puff cakes. They are a Japanese souffle. So they have a puff cake. It's like a pop-up restaurant that they do here. So we went and did puff cakes 2 days ago. That was interesting. I got this big ass French toast. But we be doing shit. It's summertime. But as it starts to wind down, the summer's winding down, I'm gonna get back on my Grizzly. I'm not gonna be in Twitter spaces talking about Drizzy for hours on end, because that's for losers, gang. I'm just gonna be honest. That's for cornballs. I really restrain myself from even responding to these people, gang. I can respond all day. I can be Talib Kweli on here responding to these fools. I sit there and read it, and I'm just like, gang, if I respond to you, I'm lowering myself. It's tough not to, though, gang, because they so goddamn dumb. It's like they'll go and go on your shit all day. It's ridiculous. Let me see who got the jewels in here. Salute the Chapo for the jewels. Running jewels early in the morning. Oh, I just saw my guy Jackson locked in. Let me see who else. Who am I missing before we get started? Right? Richie said, I got some Tupac stuff, but y'all don't judge me though. Nah, kick it, spit it, Richie. Richie, you always tapping in with the good info. We need that info if you got something good. Intrepid Vixen with the jewels. Couch Potatoes with the jewels. All right. Did I shout out Tiff already? I think I did. Let me see what else going on, man. Who did I miss before we get started? Tootsie. For all the people that want me to stop the morning banter, you just skip 15 minutes and you'll be fine. Skip it. Skip 15 minutes. All right, let me see what else going on. Jamski for life running jewels. All right. Draysky just tapped in. Top of the morning, right? Intrepid Vixen, at times it isn't even worth the thought process. Gang, I lower myself when I respond to these people. And gang, yesterday I was about to go. I was like, I had something wrote, and I wrote some shots like, Charles, just move on with your life. Because it's silly. It's like they're really ridiculous, gang. What did I miss? The trees in the building. Yakovic's nothing but muscles. We all protein in here, man. Y'all guys ready, man? Listen, the title says the leader to Peter said Drake dumbass get him content daily. He does. He does. I can do this show all day about Drake, be honest. But I don't want to. I don't want to talk about this guy for hours on end. Contrary to popular belief, I've done what they call them when you do a test, right? When you do a social test, I've gone days without talking about this guy. You don't see these guys come on my page. Then I'll post one thing about him. They come out of nowhere. You always talk about Drake. You already talk about Drake every day. You said that. You use Drake for your content. It's sad, gang. I don't want to talk about this guy, gang. I don't. It's ridiculous, right? Let me get to this Tupac trial. Me and Keefe D is from the same hood. This is Richie right here. He's a close friend of the family. Okay, Richie, then you can let us know why the hell Keefe D ass is even in there when he already had beat the damn murder. We didn't know what we know until he told us. We didn't know what we know until Keefe D told us. The trial is about to begin, guys. Just so you know, the Keefe D murder trial is about to begin. It's only less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. Keefe D murder trial is coming, guys. It's coming, and it's about to be a problem, right? Let me lock this in real quick. But what we're going to do right here, we're going to get to the nitty gritty, because what's going on now, they have started a list. They've released the 200. They got over 200 potential witnesses. You could have never told me that Keefe D, the trial of Keefe D for Tupac's murder would be taking place. And I know my math don't be math, right? Tupac died in 96, guys. 06, 16, 26. Sound like 30 years, guys. You could have never told me the trial for Tupac would be taking place 30 years later, right? 30 years later. And Suge Knight would be one of the key witnesses in the trial, right? Now, Suge Knight said last year he would never say a word, right? He said he's not going to trial. He would never tell anything about anybody. Now, him being a potential witness doesn't mean he's going, right? I'm going to say that. Doesn't mean he's going, but his name is on the witness list. All right? His name is on the witness list. And Suge Knight he may be forced to get up there and state what went down. Now, let's just be honest. Let's be honest. I'm gonna get to this article in a minute. Let's be honest though. Suge Knight could literally get up there and do what was YSL Woody. He can get up there and do what YSL Woody did, which is toy with them, play with them, say stuff that don't make no sense. He can get up there for the promo. He can get up there just to get out of prison for a couple days. So there is a lot that he can do to obstruct justice. Let's just be honest. So we don't know what Suge Knight would do, what he would plan to say. He said he wouldn't even go up there. He said he would never even be on the stand. I doubt that very seriously. I doubt that very seriously. I doubt that if they call Suge Knight, and right now Suge Knight is, let's just be honest, gang, for lack of a better word, Suge Knight is almost an attention whore because he's doing podcasts from jail. Every time a story comes up, Suge Knight has a comment, right? Like, for instance, when Drake bought that Tupac medallion, allegedly, last year, Drake bought that Tupac chain and medallion. It was obviously fake. They went to Suge Knight, and he was more than happy to get all of that pub for that story. Suge Knight gives his opinions on everything right now. Everything. You can call Suge Knight just about on anything. He had opinion when Diddy got locked up. Long-winded as hell, right? Richie said, this is so close to home that I can name everyone in that white Cadillac that night, and I grew up with all of their kids. Okay, Richie. Richie a little too close to the here a little too close to the situation. All right. Suge always takes photos like the video game villain. That's a fact. So Tiff said, who is the person on trial? All right, let's get to that. So Tiff, what's going on? Keefe D is on trial. And I know a lot of you already know what's happening with Keefe D, but I always say it's somebody out there that does not know. I'm going to do my best recap, and I'm going to let Richie check me in the comments if I somehow stumble, right? I'm going to let Richie check me in the comments, okay? So, the guy I'm going to put on the screen, Tiff, this is Keefe D. Keefe D was a gangster back in the day when Diddy, Notorious B.I.G., Tupac, Suge were all stomping around. And correct me if I'm wrong, Richie, Keefe D allegedly was the muscle on Diddy's side. I believe that when Suge had MOB, right, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, Diddy decided he needed muscle over there when he went on that side. So he ended up getting Keefe D and his crew, right? So far, so good. So far, so good. And Keefe D was a big-time guy back in the day. Okay? He was running that side. He was a heavy player. He was a shot caller. And he was locking in with Diddy. So much so that when Suge and Diddy's beef got a little too thick, because at one point, Suge and Diddy were cordial. They could talk to each other, da-da-da-da-da. As things started to escalate, Suge and Diddy started to become very adversarial. And what we know now about Diddy is Diddy ain't as soft as we used to like to think, right? So Diddy started to want to handle that. Started getting a little testy with Suge and Diddy. And Richie said, that's correct. Diddy met Keefe through an NYC drug dealer, Zip, public knowledge. Now, speaking of Zip, it's a very important. I'm gonna try to keep this story short because we gotta keep the show moving. So Keefe D is an established drug dealer on the other side, opposite of Suge. Now, like I told you a couple days ago, Big U said if he was out, wouldn't have been none of this nonsense. But Big U wasn't out. Okay. So Keefe D was running things. Now, Diddy, when he moved on that side, he had protection from Keefe and them, just down the third, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Now, let me see what's going on. Hold on. Right. So, long story short, when things started to really get hectic with Pac, when Pac ran down on Diddy and Biggie, and some say scared this living stuff out of them, right? He told them this, that, and the third, right? He ran down on both of them and was like, you can get taken out of here tonight, right? So after that happened and it got really, really scary, Diddy allegedly, and we're gonna use the word allegedly, heavy right now. Heavy. Okay? What Diddy allegedly did was hired Keefe D. This is why Keefe D is on trial. Okay? Diddy allegedly paid $1 million to Keefe D. Now, there are so many documentaries on this. I'm not saying nothing that ain't been said 100 times. There's literally 50 documentaries on this. 50 YouTube video, 100 video. So this ain't news. But some people got real lives and they don't know all this stuff, right? So allegedly, Diddy sent $1 million to Keefe D to off Tupac. He was tired of Pac. He was like, and listen, when somebody like Pac on your ass the way he was, you probably be considering sending over $1 million too. Let's just be honest. Pac was making it like hard for Diddy and them to move, gang. I'm be honest. He was making it hard for them to move around. So he allegedly sent this money to Keefy D. Now, we heard the name Zip. Richie brought up the name Zip, right? Allegedly, he sent the money to Zip. And allegedly, Zip never paid Keefy D. Allegedly. Allegedly, Zip bought a nightclub, allegedly. Right? Kept $1 million for himself. Money never got to Keefy D, guys. Whole $1 million never got to Keefy D. Okay? This is all allegedly, guys. So I'm just repeating what they said on the streets. Zip allegedly opened a nightclub. Keefy D never got the money. Now, ironically, so you're going to say, Challz, you're going to put 2 and 2 together in your head. You're going to say, Challz, well, then why is Keefy D on trial for murder if he never got the $1 million? Well, it's funny you should ask, right? Keefy D just happened to be in Vegas, and they just happened to come across someone who was they felt that was involved with a death row member that had a death row chain. They beat him up and took the chain allegedly. Allegedly, Diddy had put hits out on death row chains. He put bounties on death row chains, right? Allegedly, every death row chain you could get, you would get a certain amount of dollars from Diddy to get the chain. So they was chain snatching, da. Okay? There's a lot of street stuff going on, gang. It was a different time. I mean, same shit happens now, but he put bounty on death row chains allegedly. They took Homeboy's chain for the bounty. Now, at that Mike Tyson fight, Marcus, salute for the Jews. I appreciate you. At that Mike Tyson fight, the members of MOB allegedly saw, help me with his name. I can't remember his name offhand. He was in the car with Keefy D. Richie, help me with his name. I know you know his name. I can't remember his name offhand. It's early. They saw him in the vehicle, right? I mean, not in the vehicle. They saw him in the venue, right? Remember that infamous song, Glasses Malone's Tupac Must Die? Side note, I was with Glasses with that song because it's real when you understand it. He told the story from the side of the guy who went after Pac. Straight up gangster. And Pac put his hands on him. Baby Lane. What's his real name, though? Orlando Anderson. There you go. I couldn't think. It's early in the morning, guys. Orlando Anderson. This story goes down in history. Orlando Anderson, HTR, hail to the Redskins, salute you. Richie said, Baby Lane, Orlando Anderson. So, Black Mall, everybody in the chat, appreciate you. So, Orlando Anderson. They saw Orlando Anderson in the venue. This is Diddy. I'm sorry, not Diddy. This is Pac, Suge, and MOB. They saw Orlando Anderson in the venue. There they go right there. That's the guy who took the chain, da. Pac is loyal. Guys, you got to understand. Now, let's just be honest. Pac had no business putting his hands or feet on this guy. Absolutely no business. Let's just keep it a buck. He should have been far off. He should have went to the in and out, something else, anything. He shouldn't have been there, guys. Let's just be honest. You don't let Pac get involved with that, but Pac did get involved with that. And he started to punch. I believe he threw a kick at Orlando Anderson. Orlando Anderson is a real life gangbanger, gang. He's not having no rapper putting his hands and feet on him, guys. Just going to be honest. This is what Glasses Malone told you. This is what Glasses Malone told you in the song. Tupac Must Die. It's a real record. Anybody from the real, like really, really out there, the song make perfect sense. It's genius. Going to be honest. I'm going to keep it a buck. And Orlando Anderson, like DJ Stan said, was Keefy D's nephew. Now, Keefy D admittedly was in the car, right? With, I believe, 3 other individuals, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. 4 of them in the car, if I'm not mistaken. This is called dumb luck because he got paid but never got the money, but still came across the intended victim. Right? The intended victim. They still came across him. Guys, you got to understand, this is called dumb luck. At a Tyson fight. So, after Orlando Anderson gets stomped out and he runs off with revenge on his mind. Now they circled looking for. They got in the car. Keefe D is his nephew and two others. If I'm correct, supposedly, right? And they're circling. Ain't hard to find him. It's gonna be a gang of cars, gang of people. He right there. So they saw them. They wasn't rolling right either, gang. I'm gonna be honest. They wasn't rolling right. Let's just be honest. And Biggie wasn't either. They wasn't rolling right. Okay? They wasn't rolling right. He was able to roll up on the cars, right? They rolled up on Pac, right beside Pac's car, allegedly, and shot at him and Suge. Suge got grazed. People thought for years Suge set it up, but I always thought, I'm like, it's possible, but why would you set up a hit and you're in the car? Like, okay. We'll consider it. Right? Because that can go left. Especially the way these guys shoot. Oh, yeah, that can go left real quick. So, end of the day, Suge got grazed. Pac got hit several times. They have all kind of statements of what happened during that, this, that, and the third. Now, Keefe D them sped off. Pac went. They take Pac to the hospital. I believe he lived. If I'm not, don't shoot the messenger. I believe Pac lived for 7 days, and then passed away in the hospital. That was a very troubling time. Pac was in the hospital trying to survive. Thank you guys for the super. I'm sorry, the Jews. Couch Potato with the Jews running Jews this morning. Let's see what else we got going on. Marcus with the Jews. We got Jews. Appreciate you. All right. So, no one knew. It was a lot of speculations on who did what. And the streets knew because it was an all-out war, right? All-out war. People dying left and right. Don't let nobody tell you that nothing happen when Pac got assassinated, please. It was a lot going on. All-out war, gang. All-out war. So, they knew who did it on the street level. But the layman terms, we didn't know for years, right? Remember Black Eyed Peas? He said, who shot Tupac and Big A? Nobody knew. We didn't know. The regular people. It was rumblings, right? But there's a guy named Keefe D who I just showed you who wanted to, first of all, get paid. Second of all, get his clout after a while. And thought he was immune because allegedly he didn't pull the trigger. Started telling on himself. Keefe D started telling his stories. Started doing interviews and this, that, and the third. He would start slow and give you a little bit. But when he realized he could start making money from this stuff and he allegedly got cancer, he thought he was going out of here. He started telling more and more. Wrote a book. Did a bunch of interviews with Vlad because let's be honest, Vlad was the one hunting down all that Tupac stuff. At one point, we thought Vlad was crazy. Like, Vlad, you're going to get yourself in some shit. You keep doing all these interviews. But sure enough, Vlad did all them Tupac interviews. He is the original guy who got the interest back up on the Tupac case. Let's just be honest. Right? And then my guy Art over there, Art of Dialogue, picked it up. And then he ran with it well after Vlad had already started. And Art did a very good job because Art started bringing even more people up doing interviews about this Tupac stuff. And Keefe D is one of them. Keefe D started to tell the story because he got questioned and this, that, and the third. And I think he took a deal, right? Back in the day, he took some kind of deal that he thought he had immunity. He thought he had immunity. So he told the story even more. And he knew that if he started hinting around, which all they wanted, people want details on Pac. They want as much as people crave it. It's insatiable. So the more he can give them, the more he would get, and he would get more money for it. So as he thought he was going to die, and he started to get more money, he started to tell more stuff, and he started to tell himself. Stupidly though, he lived in Las Vegas, where the murder was committed over 30 years ago. 30 years ago, Tupac was murdered in Vegas. Stupidly, Keefe D thought he could live there and tell these stories. The LA investigation was, they say it was marred with all kind of scandal and investigation. They say the LAPD was kind of scandalous. Well, I say all that to say this. Pac died Keefe D was out here snitching on himself. And for some reason, Las Vegas decided to pick up the case. I don't remember the exact reason why one day they just decided to just pick up the case, right? I say Gene Deal really the one who popped everything off about Diddy, Pac, and not. Yeah, but Gene Deal came on as part of all of that Pac, Diddy. Everybody wanted to know everything about Pac, everything about Biggie. Gene Deal is a product of that because he started coming in with the Diddy stuff. Gang, let's be honest. Nobody cared about Diddy. We didn't really care what Diddy had going on until Gene Deal started telling you how disgusting Diddy was. And we're like, tell me more, right? We started caring. We didn't care about no goddamn Diddy. We cared about Pac and Biggie. And then Gene Deal brought up Diddy and how nasty he was. So we started listening to that because it was good. It was good. It was good content, right? Let's just be honest. So Keefe D learned that he can tell these stories and get paid. Now, for some reason, Las Vegas Police Department thought it would be a really good catch to snatch up Keefe D. And I'm going to read it. They have a news video. I'm not even going to play that. I'm just going to read this. But now they have 200 potential witnesses for this case. And one of them witnesses is Suge Knight. We're going to get to it. But I said all that to say Keefe D is in jail because of his own mouth. He is the dumbest criminal in history because even though he claims he didn't pull the trigger, guy, you were there. You were there, and you keep telling us you were there, which means you are an accomplice. That so-called immunity that he thought he had didn't pan out. Didn't pan out. Let's have this conversation. That picture right there is actually of Suge. That is not Keefe D. Right? That is not Keefe D. Beautiful Leo said, the one thing that Vlad did good. Right? Let's have this conversation. I'm sorry. Suge Knight among witnesses listed in the Keefe D. Tupac murder trial. More than 200 potential witnesses, including Suge Knight, could be called as prosecutors prepare to try Keefe D. in Tupac Shakur's murder case. Nearly 3 decades after Tupac Shakur's murder stunned the music world, prosecutors have offered their clearest view yet of how they plan to argue the case against Dwayne Keefe D. Davis. Ahead of the trial, the Clark County District Attorney's Office filed a 16-page supplemental witness list identifying more than 200 potential witnesses, 200 guys, in a 30-year murder. 30-year-old murder. They got 200 witnesses that they can seek to convict Davis in connection to the 1996 killing. Las Vegas KSNV3 News reported that the filing includes a wide range of law enforcement officials, expert witnesses, records custodians, and individuals with direct ties to one of hip-hop's longest-running mysteries. And Richie, be careful. He might have you on that damn witness list. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Right? Richie said LAPD had the murder weapon. Vegas asked for the weapon to run ballistics, but the test came back inconclusive, and I know why it tested inconclusive. All right, Richie, you might want to calm down. You might want to calm down, Richie. You might want to say less, right? You might want to say less. But let me continue. Several names immediately stand out. Infamous Jeff Rowe Records CEO Suge Knight, who was riding in the passenger seat of the BMW when Shakur was shot, is listed as a potential witness. Former Las Vegas Mayor Oscar Goodman also appears in the filing, along with Nevada Governor Joe Lombardo, who was serving with Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, serving with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department when the investigation first began. Furthermore, LAPD Detective Greg Kading, he would love to get up there and tell his story. They've been shutting him down for years. Greg Kading, who has long maintained that Davis admitted his role in the shooting during a 2009 interview with investigators, is also expected to be among the witnesses prosecutors may call. The witness list also reportedly includes several members of Shakur's family, though prosecutors have not indicated who will ultimately testify once the trial goes underway. The trial begins, guys, in less than 2 weeks. It's a few days away. Davis was arrested in 2023. This is Keefe D. After decades of publicly discussing the case in interviews and in his 2019 memoir, Compton Street Legend. He has acknowledged being inside the Cadillac from which gunfire erupted on the night of September 7th, 1996, but has pled not guilty to murder. Prosecutors allege he orchestrated the shooting as retaliation for a fight involving members of Death Row Records at the MGM Grand earlier that evening. Shakur died 6 days after the shooting at just 25 years old, leaving behind an unmatched legacy in hip-hop history and a case that remained unsolved for nearly 30 years. With jury selection and opening arguments scheduled to begin on August 10th, that's 6 days away. The newly filed witness list offers the strongest indication yet of how prosecutors intend to connect the dots and what they claim is justice. Guys, you also got to understand a lot of these people are dead. A lot of the people that was in the car with them are dead. Zip, I believe, Richie could tell me, I think Zip is dead, who allegedly took the money and opened up a nightclub of all things. Now, how about this? They're going to have to prove a lot of stuff. They raided Keefe D's house, and Keefe D dumb enough to still have the gun or the bullets as a like a trophy. I don't think he would. It make no sense to still have nonsense or whatever. But he might. Now, what they're trying to say is Keefe D is going to start to testify. They're trying to get Diddy, guys. I don't know if you guys know that. This whole thing is really to get, they was trying to pressure Keefe D to implicate Diddy, guys. They thought they had a big fish on the hook. Now, Keefe D hasn't as of yet. He hasn't as of yet, but I believe he's tossing out a lot of speculation, this, that, and the third. And I do believe he said something with Diddy's name included. Now, let's just be honest. He can't prove that any dollars was he never got the dollars. And records from 1996 going to be really hard to track down. Right? However, he sent that $1 million. They're going to have to figure that out. And if Diddy did send $1 million, oh yeah, it's a problem. It's a real problem. At that point, if they can figure out how Diddy sent $1 million, then they're going to be it's a whole nother problem for Diddy. But allegedly, Keefe D never got the $1 million, and he's claiming he never shot the weapon. So they got him pretty much just on he's an accomplice and conspiracy, right? He said, we still get upset about Tupac because it was unnecessary. Yes, on all sides. On all sides. And allegedly, gang, and I guess Richie here can vouch for this, allegedly, Orlando Anderson wanted a fade. Allegedly, this is highly allegedly. Allegedly, Anderson, Baby Lane wanted to head up with Pac, and they was like, nah, you ain't get no head up with no Pac. Allegedly. Right? I don't know. That could be true. I don't know. CNI said, I thought Keefe D was in jail so he could tell on Puff. I believe that the prosecutors I believe that the law enforcement wants him to tell, and that's why they grabbed him. But he hasn't enough yet, and he don't really, let's be honest, guys. He don't really have nothing concrete on Diddy anyway. He never got the money. He could tell the stories about, oh, Diddy, I bet Diddy here. He tells the stories all the time. How Diddy, he even came out and said, Diddy owes me. He said, Diddy, you need to come up off some of that money because we did this, that, and the third for you. He said that. He said that Diddy got millions and I'm sitting over here struggling. So he has tried to implicate Diddy, not necessarily in the murder. He's implicated Diddy for I was riding for you out here. I used to watch all that Vlad TV stuff. He talked a lot. Like Keefy D talked so much. It's ridiculous that he lasted this long out here. Him making it to 2023 is crazy. All the stuff he said. He said so much. All he got to do is play the videos. Richie said, yeah, Baby Lane wanted to fade, but Death Row felt untouchable at the time, so they just laughed it off, as you would. You're not going to send Pac to fight some gangbanger. You're not expecting that to happen, though, right? You're not expecting that. So that means Baby Lane was a gangster. He was willing to give him the fade. Which who knows Pac might have won the shit. Who fucking knows? Right, end of the day. They do be saying Pac wasn't a fighter like that, though. I'm being honest. I'm going to keep it a buck. Nah, I don't know. He would fight, but they would. I don't know if he was like a knuckles guy like that. Who knows? Right? HT said, he said Diddy wouldn't even give him some Sean John draws. Because Diddy got to disavow all knowledge of him. Gang, you got to realize, Diddy cannot be seen in any light consorting with Keefy D after that took place. Right? He can't consort with him. He can't give him nothing. If he give him anything, that's an admission of guilt. He can't give him Sean John draws. He can't, guys. Under advice of his legal attorney, he can't give him nothing. Absolutely nothing. If you give him $1, that's an admission. They're going to use that. Right? Elijah said Keefy D would snitch and probably get Diddy more time. Like I said, he can snitch. All that stuff at this point is conjecture. He don't have nothing unless he has something. Maybe he has something that he's holding on, a letter, an email, a text. It wasn't even no text back then. So I don't know what he could have. A recorded phone call. This dude did like to record. I saw Whack 100 be recording left and right. He must have learned that shit back from the day. Unless he got a recording, right? Unless he got a recording of Diddy, I don't know what he possibly could have to implicate Diddy. That Diddy's lawyers won't eat. Diddy's lawyer's going to eat anything Keefy D say, let's just be honest. He never got the wire transfer. And he don't have no real evidence. He can show pictures. I think there may be one picture of Diddy with him. I'm not sure. So I don't even know. All of this stuff is just him saying something. Mimi said he might have something. I wouldn't be. He might. Like, right? He might have it. End of the day, he might. But something that could be used to actually put Diddy. We just saw, gang, let's keep it a buck. We just saw Diddy damn near beat all the charges again. They had him dead to rights. They had Kid Cudi and everything. They had witnesses in the gang. We just saw Diddy beat him, gang. He only got hit for a prostitution charge when they was trying to get him with 30, 40 years, gang. So I don't know. I don't know if Keefy D gonna be the nail in the coffin, gang. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It is what it is. Zip being a crook save Puff. That's facts. You gotta think he's sitting there like, why would I get this? This is mine now, right? Like this million is mine now. It ain't never straightened it, I guess. Dude died of cancer. They never straightened it. HT said trial is already starting. He been in jail for 3-4 years. He don't got nothing against Diddy. He would have already, yeah. You gotta say that. You gotta say that too. He been in jail 3-4 years, and they ain't going after Diddy yet. But let's be honest, they could have put the kibosh on any Diddy thing because they like, you're not going to sidetrack this trial. The prosecutors in Diddy's big trial, right? The ones that went to his house with all them agents. They could have been like, ain't no trials in Las Vegas until this Diddy stuff over. So maybe that's why. Who knows? But end of the day, Suge is one of the names on the list. Out of all of that, the most interesting one, 100%, is going to be Suge Knight. I promise you. It's going to be Suge Knight. If he hits that stand for any reason, it's going to be Suge Knight. So we'll see. We'll see, guys. All right, man, listen. Teachable moment time. Teachable moment time. We're not a lot of artists aren't up on what's going on out here. So no matter what, artists need to be aware of when their music is being used, right? Let's get to this. Artists need to be aware of when their music is being used in a bad way. Now, I am not, by no stretch of the imagination, I don't listen to Saucy Santana at all. I'm just gonna be honest. That's not my kind of rap, guys. Keep it a buck. Rap or singing or whatever. But you guys, some of you guys do. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because the White House used Saucy Santana's music for an ice commercial. Oh yeah, they still on that. They still on that. And allegedly, Saucy Santana doesn't understand the severity of that. So what's going on is Saucy Santana got super excited that the Trump administration used the music for a ice commercial. This is a teachable moment because we got to let people know it's not cool, right? Not cool. We're not jacking ice. We're not jacking ice, gang. Just for the record. I don't know if the word got back to everybody, but we're not jacking ice. We're not jacking ice. Ice, no good. Ice, no good. All right? For this, that, and the third. Okay? Not jacking them. Now, Saucy Santana was live. Someone called Saucy and told Saucy that they were using the music for the White House. It was told to Saucy that the music was going to be used by the White House, or they already posted it. Now, Saucy Santana got super excited and started to share it, play the commercial, got worked up. This is from what I'm seeing online, right? I'm getting to the article right now. And caught mad backlash for that. Because people are like, why are you excited about this? This is not good. All right, give me a second because I want to give you guys that story. Now, what had happened, they used the song Quiet on the Creek, right? Quiet on the Creek. And damn, where this shit at? Where is this shit at? The damn article disappeared on me, gang. Hold on. But they used that song and dude started to, or he or she started to celebrate, right? Now people started being like, yo, chill out. That's not cool. That's not it. It's not what we do. And I got the article right here. Saucy Santana gets dragged after celebrating White House ice video. Okay? This is on allhiphop.com. It's everywhere, right? Everybody's talking about it. And this is a teachable moment. We got to let people know we're not celebrating this. And when Saucy Santana was told, he apologized. All right? Let me get to the story. Saucy Santana celebrates a White House music placement, then draws criticism when viewers explain its pro-ice purpose. Santana is getting dragged after cheering a White House edit that turned his viral hit into a pro-ice edit. The clip showed Santana smiling after learning the administration used Quiet on the Creek before he reposted and later removed it from the timeline. One critic wrote, The White House takes your song and makes the ICE edit with it, and you repost it. And let me get this straight. Someone had to educate you on why the video was bad. Saucy, go to hell, actually. So they was not at all jacking this, gang. Jacking this. This is just a teachable moment, guys. For those that don't know, ICE bad. ICE is bad. Just so you guys in the back, when they start to use your music, don't wait till the fans tell you. ICE bad, guys. ICE bad. So that's where we're at. Let me see what else we got. It ain't really much else to the story. All right? Ain't much else to the story. Another viewer asks, how are you black? How are you black? How are you a black femme and this disconnected? Him not realizing the edit was ICE propaganda. OMZ. The post called his joy tone deaf, saying his black queer image clashed with excitement over a government video built around ICE. His response also looked far different from artists who quickly rejected White House videos using their songs over arrests and deportations, guys. So apparently, I'm gonna leave it at that. Guys, this is just a teachable moment. Teachable moment, guys, for those that still on the fence, on the bubble. ICE bad, guys. ICE is bad. I don't gotta sit and tell you why. I don't got all day. But ICE bad. If they use your music, don't celebrate. If they use your music, don't celebrate, guys. Okay? Now, last but not least, speaking of someone who does celebrate their music being used by Trump in any kind of way, last but not least, your bestie, Miss Nicki, she would be more than happy to have her music used by the Trump administration at this point in time. So we're going to exclude her from the conversation about that, but we will talk about this unpaid hotel bill. She is refuting that, guys. Remember when we saw, I did the story, I believe it was last week, where Nicki's being sued by 24/7 Productions for over $275,000 of unpaid bills. They went and paid for her her rooms and her events and all of the rooms for her team and this, that, and the third. Never got a dollar back according to them, right? So now they came out with the lawsuit and she's responding. That lawsuit by 24/7 was crazy because they were saying they paid for everything. And Nicki kept telling them, we'll look into that. Because they paid for their rooms. It was massive amount of bills. Unheard of amount of bills. Let me read this. But Nicki's saying she is not a spoiled and entitled rap star like they made her out to be. She's upset. I'm upset. And she will have her day in court. Let's talk about it. This is on allhiphop.com. Nicki Minaj denies being a spoiled and entitled rap star over the $103,000 hotel bill. That's part of the lawsuit, guys. Nicki Minaj's lawyers say 24/7 Productions used sensationalized tropes to brand her spoiled and entitled, firing back just 4 days after the hotel reveal. Nicki is back in court calling out 24/7 Productions for painting her as a spoiled and entitled rap star to make her look bad. Attorneys Bruce Bieber and Hanak Seps of Kurtzman, Einsberg, Corbin, and Lever say 24/7 Productions is relying on sensationalized tropes to depict Minaj as a spoiled and entitled rap star, receiving unearned potential windfalls rather than a key performer utilizing common event hospitality. Okay, so you're using event hospitality, but you're not paying back. I guess she thinks they just supposed to pay all this stuff and not give back the money. Get back the money, even though she agreed that she owed them. You got to understand, that's the key part. Her team agreed that they owed him. Let me continue. Her team also accuses 24/7 Productions of deliberately trying to prejudice Minaj by referring to hotel room rates and Minaj's successes to turn a routine billing dispute into something it's not. Last Monday, 24/7 filed a sworn statement from its CEO and submitted Minaj's actual hotel receipts as evidence in their $275,000 lawsuit against her. Those receipts showed a $9,500 a night suite in Langham, New York for 7 nights. 4 additional rooms billed at the same master account. $1,900 private kitchen dinner, room deliveries, cash advances, and a mini bar stocked with Evian water, Coca-Cola, Pringles, and M&M peanuts. So, gang, you got to hear that again. They had a private kitchen dinner, but they also had room service, and they gave them pocket money to go run and do this, that, and the third. Cash advances, that's money for them to have cash and go do things. This is 24/7 is a different firm. They did all this and expected the money back. Let me continue. All Hip Hop exclusively reported that the name of the hotel, the fake name that she used in the hotel, right? Nicki Minaj used the fake name. It was Tori Spalding, the alias Minaj used to check in. The total Langham bill alone came to $103,000, all paid by 24/7 Productions. So 24/7 Productions paid for the hotel. They paid another for a different suite, right? And they paid for private kitchen dinners, cash advances, Evian water, M&M peanuts, all kind of shit, right? And they never got back a dollar. And Nicki Minaj skated off after doing the Pink Friday 2 launch and the Minaj Nicki the Jingle Bell balls or whatever. Let me finish. Every expense on those bills, her lawyer argued, was a pre-approved budget item, the kind of headlining artist builds into a major tour. The dispute started in 2023 in December when 24/7 Productions ran Minaj's Jingle Ball and her Pink Friday launch in New York. The company fronted more than $255,000 out of pocket, staffing, lighting, sound, security, hotels, expecting full reimbursement. When 2 years of invoices went ignored, they filed a lawsuit in March demanding $275,000 from Minaj and Pink Friday Productions. Right? Minaj responded in July by asking the judge to toss the personal claim against her, calling his lawsuit an ill-advised attempt to sue a famous rapper with deep pockets. So she wants them just to sue the Pink Friday people, not her. She's saying it ain't got nothing to do with her. It ain't none of her business. Mind your business. Leave me out of it. Right? She thinks that's what makes her look bad, is killing me. So that's it, gang. That's it. The whole story is they paid for everything up front. Big money, gang. Big money. They expected it back. They waited 2 years. Just like the Drake thing. Guys, I don't know if you know, Drake defaulted on loans as well. Big loans. Big money. Millions. Defaulted. Risked the whole OVO brand and everything else. But they want to tell me I'm dragging the shit. All right? That's it. Nicki got to go to court. She wants to be taken out of it. But that's not going to happen because you are in it. You ate them M&M peanuts. You drank that Evian water. You got that chicken dinner. So they're going to put your name in the lawsuit. You are the rapper with deep pockets, right? She's like that girl at the Usher show, like I said the other day. The girl at the Usher show said, you just mad because I'm pretty. I got pretty privileges, right? So Nicki's like, I'm rich, so I got deep pockets. That's the only reason you suing me. Nah, they suing you because you ate them peanuts. Last but not least, gang, I said that was the last story, but this is the last story. Schoolboy Q just announced his tour. Yes, guys, Schoolboy Q is going on tour for a 10-year celebration. 10-year celebration of the album Blank Face. Just so you know, this album's on hotnewhiphop.com. Schoolboy Q is going on tour to support the 10-year anniversary of his 2016 Juggernaut album Blank Face. Blank Face LP. Schoolboy Q has been in the game for a while now, and there is no doubt that he has some incredible albums in his discography. Some are heralded as classics, while others are considered among the best released in that given year, right? Let me keep it pushing. One of his albums that seems to be the subject of debate is his Blank Face LP. This is a project that has certainly garnered some love over the years. Whether or not it is a classic is something that is still heavily debated. Although there is no denying that is uniquely dark entry in Schoolboy Q's discography. Well, this year, the album officially turns 10. That is a pretty massive milestone to celebrate. Q wants to go out on the road and celebrate the 10 years of Blank Face, and the tour is set to begin on October 1st in Atlanta. There will be 10 shows, with the last one taking place in Vegas, October 17th. Let me give you the dates, guys. I got the dates right here. Let me give you the dates for those interested in that Schoolboy Q. And Miss Tiny, yes, he is coming to the Dirty South. That is the first show. So October 1st, he's in Atlanta. October 3rd, he's in New York. New York, right? October 4th, he's in D.C. All right, my hometown, my stomping grounds. October 7th, he's in Anaheim, California. October 8th, he's in San Diego, California. And October 9th, he's in L.A. It's sold out, so they had another show on the 12th. So the 9th and the 12th, he's in L.A. The 13th, he's in Phoenix, Arizona. On October 16th, he's in Oakland. And on October 17th, he is in Vegas. So, guys, if you want to see Schoolboy Q, those are the dates. All right? And that's all we got. Couch said we get a Q tour before an Ice Bucket tour. All right? There it is. Miss Summer said October 4th. That's for her. That's the DC show. Shit, I'll fucking around pop up there too. Who knows? Who knows? All right. And Trepid said he hitting Atlanta first, huh? DC. No Baltimore, though. Baltimore people, make that ride. Ride down to DC. Right? Ride down to DC. Gang, listen. I appreciate you guys locking in, and you know what I'm gonna say right now at this point in time. Head on over to my guys, black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They ship all over the continental US, all right? Let them know that the What Show is coming back, because that's who normally sends you over there. The What Show, BTJ and Flares, we're locking in. We will be back. The date, we about to announce the date to come back, and we're coming back with a bang, gang. Me, TJ, and Flares on that show. Also, for you hip-hop heads, no suckers involved. Go over and download this or listen to this on your streaming services. Absolutely no suckers. Go listen to Addition by Subtraction by Four Eyes, the Ugly Professor. He is a producer. He makes some really dope beats, gang, and he raps a little bit, but I'm rapping on this album along with other people. A lot of good MCs. No suckers on here, though. Make sure you go and download this, play this album, Addition by Subtraction, on all platforms. Someone said it wasn't on YouTube Music, but I think it is on there. I believe it is, gang. So lock in over there, tap in. The intro that I'm about to play is track 3 on this album if you want to hear the full intro. All right? It's called Riggs and Murtaugh. So, gang, that's all I got. Don't forget the This, That, and the Third merch on your screen is available now. Lock in, check the links. Tap in, get a mug, get an apron. Got a lot of cool. Got beanies, got baby clothes. We got dog bandanas, gang. Everything is there. This, That, and the Third. All right, gang. Listen, I am out of here. Clean Black Sneaker said, I love this morning's show. I love you too. I love all of you guys, gang. I'm out of here, and you know what time it is. I'm gonna play this song so I don't cut off myself at the end of the show, right? Like Girly Jock says, you always cut yourself off. I don't cut myself off when I play this song. So, gang, this is the intro, now the outro. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace. I need the whole left side. Every seat by the window. I need the whole back of the bus. Everybody, move over. You too. Slide your feet over. Everything by this window, I need this. All these seats. Move over. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. Look. He deserve an EGOT, he hot, color like a peacock. Idiot, slapper, scrapper, mad rapper, D-dot. Bad dopper, clapper, bad rapper. 3 shots, lethal weapons, lethal injections through off your T-top. JFK smiling down through the treetops. Like hold your head, my nigga, wait for the beat drop. Old niggas wagging fingers like it's bebop. Cowboys and girls whistling world like it's teapots. My pen to make your arm heavy G-shot. While your mom trolling steady.